Imagine how much easier trading would be if you could visualize the buying and selling pressure in real time of the current candle. And secondly, what if you had a custom column that allowed you to sort your scan results by stocks that are currently getting heavy buying pressure candles? This study, as well as the subsequent custom scan column, is called my volume buy and sell percent. They are two of the over 150 custom ThinkorSwim codes on my website, daytradingstrategies.net, but we're going to come back and revisit this later. But first, I want to showcase to you the power of this study. I am running my pre-market scanner right now, as I'm currently making this video an hour and a half before market opens, and I have my custom column turned on that is returning me in real time the buying volume percent of the candle. At the time I loaded it in, SABS was up and towards the top of that list. This current 5-minute candle was trading at like 90+% buying volume. That is an immediate trigger to go take a look at this thing. Hey, it's a strong stock. That's why it's on my custom pre-market scanner. And it is currently getting heavy buying pressure. Okay, actually another stock that you may have seen lighting up the scanner while I was making that previous clip, PMN. Obviously just got some kind of 8 a.m. pre-market news. The stock appears on the scanner, and since it has very heavy buying pressure, jumps up towards the top of the list. I get put on this move immediately. And now the stock is touching 85 cents. I believe it is up something like 25% since we were first alerted on it in that previous clip. A real example of how you can make use of this study and the custom scan column. So how exactly does it work? Because the terminology buying percentage and selling percentage is a little bit incorrect. I put it like that just so it is a little bit easier to read, but there's no such thing as buying volume and selling volume, right? All volume requires both a buyer and a seller. So all volume is technically even on the buy side and the sell side. A better verbiage for it would be pressure, right? Buying pressure and selling pressure. Stocks go up when, well, the price of anything goes up, should I say, when people are willing to pay more for it, right? In the stock market world, that is when people are buying the stock at the asking price. And things go down when people won't pay as much, when people want to pay less, when people are looking to get out of their positions. In the stock market world, that is when the volume is traded on the bid. So the ask is what people are willing to sell for. The bid is typically what people are willing to buy for. If more people are buying at that asking price, that is buying pressure. So basically what I'm measuring here is the distance from highs, right? The distance from the high of the candle and the distance from the low of the candle. That's really it. We are, as you can see now, a new candle opened and it's pushing lows now at 100% sell pressure, because all the volume so far in this candle, all the pressure so far in this candle has been to the sell side. It's currently trading at lows. Of course, now bouncing up from that, you can watch the percentages adjust accordingly. So really it is a price action, like pure price action study, just determining the difference either from high and from low, and giving you that difference in these terms of percentages in order to read it as, once again, buying and selling pressure. Now let me showcase something else. Obviously here we are looking at an intraday chart. We are on the 5-minute chart so that we can see the pre-market movers. But if I wanted to come out, say, to a stock like Nvidia and go look at its daily chart, I have set up both the custom study and the scan column to work across any time frame. You'll notice it disappeared right now. That's because I have the study running on the 5-minute time aggregation. I can come into the settings cog of the study, in which there is an input parameter for time frame. Clicking into this drop down, I'm going to get a list of every single time frame that is available within ThinkorSwim. So if I wanted to look at the Nvidia daily chart buying and selling pressure, I would simply switch the time frame to daily, and I could see now that the most recent Nvidia candle had more selling pressure than buying pressure. And you can see that it is a red candle with an upper wick. You can see that visually in the price action as well. Now, something I personally really like doing is raising this up to even a larger time frame than what I'm currently charting. So let's say I'm going to look now at the buying pressure and selling pressure over the last month of trading on Nvidia. As I run this now, even while I'm looking at the daily chart and maybe trading the daily chart as an active swing trader, I can see that over the last month, Nvidia has over 90% buying pressure. Obviously been a very, very strong month for Nvidia. That helps immediately allows me to visualize the direction and the current bias of a ticker based on a larger time frame. To showcase this same idea on the custom scan column, we are of course currently running my pre-market scanner, and I currently have the custom column set up to run against the 5-minute candle, as that's what I am looking for in a pre-market scanner, once again, to locate those immediate moves like we saw in real time on ticker PMN. But if I were to load in one of my swing trade scanners, say my runner's large cap swing trading scanner, as I go ahead and run this scanner now, I, once again, as a swing trader, now want to see the buying pressure sorted top down, but on a much larger time frame than the 5 minutes. So I'm going to come into the custom column. By the way, I should maybe explain how I did that. To access custom columns in ThinkorSwim, cog icon to the far right of your header column names, into customize, and then I already have it running. But if you didn't, like you say, you imported it from my website, obviously you would look it up, double click to add it to your working set. Then you can click into this scroll icon, and from here you get a drop down that I will showcase now. Click onto this time frame. Once again, you have available every single time frame within ThinkorSwim. I'm going to set it to monthly because I am looking at potential swing trade setups. I want to see return to the top of the list stocks that have been the strongest over the last month, that currently have the heaviest bullish bias over the last month of trading before I'm interested in looking at them for swing trade. So actually, top of the list right now is Roblox. If we go take a look at RBLX, wow, I actually didn't know Roblox was doing okay. I didn't know they were doing this well though. The beauty of scanners and using scanners like this, put you on names you maybe forgot about. But Roblox obviously having a stellar month and currently trading just about right at highs, 99.6% buying pressure. And guess what? Like, and this happens a lot. I'm going to get a comment, well, Trey, why would you buy Roblox here? It's obviously way too stretched. Why would you go buy this? Well, guess what? If we're just looking at this image here, it would have been exactly the same. This is pretty much exactly the same chart, and it would have had pretty much exactly the same buying pressure. And at the time, Roblox is trading at $100 a share. As we scroll back out, you can see from that, the stock has gone up another 25% to now be trading at $125 a share. Just because stocks are at highs and strong doesn't necessarily mean they're stretched and it's time for them to come down. Looking for this strength can be a great way to go about trading. Say you're still not convinced. Oh, Trey, I'm not going to go chase stocks at highs. It's just not the way that I see the market the best. It's not aligned with my personal trading goals. That's fine. Guess what? You are measuring both buy pressure and sell pressure, right? You can come back into your scan and on your custom column, just sort it the other way. Now you are returned at the top of your list stocks that have the smallest buying pressure. So the first stock on this list, BMNR, you should see stocks that are currently on a dip. Only 3.5% buying pressure over the last month. Next stock, SVM, another stock that has only 12% buying pressure over the last month. So now you're seeing stocks that are on heavy dips. If that's the way you like to trade, some people are continuation traders, some people are reversal traders. This study, and once again, the subsequent custom column, helps with both. If you're still here, you're obviously very interested in this study and custom scan column. So head on over to daytradingstrategies.net. The link will be in the description down below, where right now, at least the next 13 of you will get 30% off when you sign up. And this is either the monthly or the annual plan. Obviously, with the annual plan, you're going to save some money over the next 12 months of access to every code I will add to this website, as well as getting lifetime access to a Discord channel in which I am active in, and now over 100 members, thank you all by the way, are active in every single day, sharing trading ideas, talking about what code we find is working, etc., etc. If that's interesting to you, feel free to sign up for the annual. And once again, just the next 13 of you will get to use code TOS30 and take 30% off of your first payment. That is 12 months of access to every code I will add to this website. I add at least one a week. It's usually like 3 or 4 codes a week I add to the site, as well as lifetime access to that Discord server full of not only like-minded traders, but also people that are using these codes. So you can talk about coding questions, you can talk about what you find is working best for you with the codes, etc., etc., and you get access to that for life, all for less than $280. By the way, those of you that are maybe still watching, you've clicked off by now if you don't want to pay. But if you don't want to pay anything, listen, I understand that. Maybe you can't afford it. You don't have the funds right now. You just don't want to pay. Whatever, that's fine. I also have a handful of free codes available, fully free. You don't have to create an account. You don't have to give me your credit card. You don't have to give me your email. Nothing. They're legit just free over on the website. And I will use this to showcase how easy it is to get the codes from the site into your ThinkorSwim. Every single one of the 150 plus codes on the website comes with one of these TOS share links. All you need to do is copy that share link. Back within your ThinkorSwim, you are going to go to Setup in the top right. You're going to go to Open Shared Item, paste in that URL, preview, and import. I just imported a study, so I would simply turn it on just like I turn on any other study, Bright Price Action, Momo, buy, and you now have the study turned on your chart. So just like that, in 4 mouse clicks and 5 seconds, you can have any and all of the 150 plus codes imported and saved locally into your ThinkorSwim. So once they're imported, they're yours, right? It's not like you're still tied to me. If you cancel your account on the website, you're not going to lose the codes. All the source code is there and available for you to read, edit, change, update, whatever you would like to do. The codes become yours once you import them as well. That's an important thing to distinguish. So anyway, go check out the website. Once again, linked in the description down below. At least go take advantage of the free codes. 13 of you will get to use 30% off when you check out. Go read the reviews while you're over there and decide for yourself if this is something that you think could help accelerate your personal trading journey.